Welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is a man who really wants to watch the Pale Man from Pan's Labyrinth play basketball. It's Norbert Morvan.
It must be difficult to catch the ball with that eye in your hand.
Yeah, imagine dribbling.
It's just every time, ow, ow, ow. Oh, something in my eye. Oh, no, it's okay. Oh, something, ow, oh, ow, ow. Oh,
Could it be a Manu Ginobili type character where it just has one eye, puts its left eye in, and just dribbles with its left up and down the court?
Well, that creature doesn't have eyes in its head at all, right? They're only in the hand.
You're right.
So I think I think that the sport that he would excel at would be the beautiful game, football, as we call it over here in Asia.
Oh yeah, you're right. Headers wouldn't be bad. You don't have to. You don't want to be a goalie.
Blocking shots, that would be a problem. Hockey would be a nightmare because you got to wear the gloves.
Oh, brother. Yeah, you're not going to see anything.
You're not going to see anything, man. And then vulcanized rubber is way harder than a basketball. That will kill you.
No bobsledding. I think you're right. It would have to be soccer.
That's right, because then he just like in the movie, he could just put his hands up on his head at all times. He would have the world's most incredible abs, because everything is happening from the waist down. His core strength would be off the charts.
Just he might get a bunch of hand balls because he always has his hands up. But I got to see this movie, Norbert. Wow.
That is a disturbing. And then I believe Pan's Labyrinth is a children's movie, which just raises a whole other set of questions.
Del Toro, he makes those fairy tales, that's for sure. Those dark fairy tales.
Yeah, he's an odd human being. I would love to have a sandwich with him.
I would love to talk to him about Shape of Water, because that's a movie where they rescue this aquatic god from this research facility. But in doing so, they kill an innocent guard, and they live right next to the water. And for some reason, she waits like a couple months so she wants to put it in a canal that has to fill up. But she could drive 100 yards up the road and just dump them in the water. So she keeps them locked in her bathroom and feeds it nothing but eggs.
And
then it eats this guy's cats, and they're like, oh, it's fine. I'd kill the thing I'd kill it. Listen, if I saved a creature from a government facility and was keeping it in my bathroom and it ate one of my cats, I would blow it up with C4.
That's beef, man. 100%,
Beef on sight.
Yeah. Beef on sight. That's absolutely, I mean, here you are in this lab. Technically, all your needs are being met. Granted, you don't have the freedom of the open, deep blue sea, shall we say. But at the same time, your poop, it goes away immediately. And then, that's the question. You keep it in the tub. How do you get rid of the poop? Obviously, if this thing is eating eggs, that bathroom reeks before it even poops. You ever had a fish tank and just didn't clean it for a while? That thing stinks, bro. And that's just fish. Fish are the size, you could fit several fish in your hand. This thing is the size of a man in a tub. It's just pooping everywhere. And what? Ugh.
And then they flood the bathroom.
Yeah, it's like H.R. Giger's version of Splash. It's just a horrible thing.
That's wonderful.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Instead of Tom Hanks finding a beautiful mermaid, it's this chick just finding the xenomorph. Like, so what are you doing? Oh, that's so romantic. No.
And it won Best Picture. I love the production design. I really do. I think it looks good. I get the story that he's telling, because when he grew up, he said that men were monsters because he had to flee from Mexico, and there were times that there was kidnapping plots, and he always wanted the creature from the Black Lagoon to get the girl. So I think he always wanted that. He saw humans as the monsters, not the monsters.
Yeah.
But by doing that, you basically create a Stockholm syndrome where she kidnaps this creature and just feeds it eggs. No meat. No.
The most dangerous game is man. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, how could that creature play? Do you think that creature could be good at basketball?
The creature from the Shape of Water or the creature from the Black Lagoon?
From the Shape of Water. No, who would win on a one-on-one game? Shape of Water or Black Lagoon?
Okay, creature from the Black Lagoon, first of all, incredible design for the fact that it was a black and white movie, and frankly looked more real than the actors. Also, he's kind of jacked. You couldn't see the zipper on the costume. So, Shape of Water, gangly, lower body strength. What does he have? Has he got some legs or some flippers there?
Well, that's a great. I think it has legs because it walks around and runs.
Okay, I think Creature from the Black Lagoon is going to take it because the Creature from the Black Lagoon is not trying to actually fall in love with that chick. I think it was trying to kind of eat her or, shall we say, a Weinstein situation, and just leave it at that. So, yeah, I think the Creature from the Black Lagoon, being more of a sociopath, would get the win because sociopaths in basketball have historically done well. What's the guy named Barry? The father Barry, not the sons, because he was a jerk to those two boys.
Oh, yeah.
He's kind of a sociopath, and he's in the Hall of Fame, too. So sociopathy is definitely a key aspect to being a champion in sport, I believe.
I was thinking that the Creature from the Black Lagoon would be a really great defensive lineman because of the swim move that could pull.
Rim shot.
So I got to tell you something funny. I used to play football in high school, and we had this guy that just did this stupid swim move every time. And it worked on me a couple times because you just never expect a swim move. But then by the third time, you could just chuck the guy. You're an offensive lineman. He's going to spin move, which means you have your entire rib showing. So just just whack the dude in the ribs and knock him on the ground.
Exactly. What is your move? Oh, swim move. Oh, really? Ankle bite,
Hey, so I brought you in for this draft because I started in 2012 doing these weird drafts. So I did a football team with horror movie characters. We did a football team with romantic comedy characters, a football team with, let's see, animated characters and sci-fi characters. We've drafted basketball teams, football teams. Well, I think most famously from one of our episodes, John Lazovath, our former host, he drafted the Sarlacc in a pit to be the safety on a team, on the football team. Because you're not going to run around it. There's just a giant pit in the middle of the field. So that really limits a lot
here's the thing.
Mobility isn't going to happen.
You see, the whole key with being the safety, particularly the free safety, is that you're going to lay the smackdown, okay?
Yep.
If you're in the open field and the guy catches the ball and he blows past all the DBs, you are literally the last line of defense. So the Sarlacc, all you got to do is traipse around that hole, man. The tentacles only got so far out.
I guess he's thinking that the hole takes up most of the field, so you got to run on the sidelines to get around it.
But now we've just violated the sport because you've rendered a third of the field unplayable. So now the Sarlacc is the biggest liability to not only your offense but your whole ability to play the game.
That's why when Lazovath picked it, John Levengood, who was on this, kind of short-circuited. He didn't know what to do.
It's not a good look.
I think it's one of the more popular moments of our podcast because Levengood's like, what? You can't do that. And it kind of changed the way we look at these drafts. And so our last one we did one just with David Fincher characters in 1980s comedies. So we had to put together a football team with just them. I picked Vigo the Carpathian painting to be a defensive lineman because the quarterback's not seeing over that. And
his name is also Norbert. So that's a plus right there.
That's right. And when I lived in Korea, man, you were obsessed with the Knicks. I mean, you still are obsessed with the Knicks. And you're obsessed with horror movies. So I figured, let's bring Norbert in to live up to our MFF. Like, this is what we do. We do weird drafts. So I figured I'd bring you in and we would do a basketball draft. We'd put together a basketball team with characters from horror movies.
Greatly appreciated, especially since the last 15 years of the Knicks has basically been the NBA's version of a terrible horror movie. Isaiah Thomas, the interns, Stephon Marbury, James Dolan, for Christ's sake, the Shandon Anderson years, Eddie Curry with a heart murmur getting a 9-figure contract.
I do like those shoes that Marbury had. I like what he was going with that.
I'm not going to lie. Those shoes were $5 at Dave and Barry's or Steve and Barry's. What was it?
And then Walmart, he sold them at too.
$5 a pair. I walk out of the store, no lie, with maybe 6 pairs of shoes. And they absolutely broke down within a month and a half each pair.
But that's why they're $5.
But that's exactly. I was just like, just get another one.
$5 a month. Buy them.
It's not.
That's $60 a year.
Yeah, it's cheaper than cable, bro.
How long would a Jordan last on playing pickup games every day?
Listen, those shoes put together by tiny slaves, unfortunately, have incredible durability.
Oh, okay.
I've never had a pair of Jordans break down on me, unfortunately, and I hate that, man.
So you pay $100 and you have them for a year of just solid basketball. So I mean, you're still you're saving money on the Marburys, I guess. But you know what shoes so I was working at a movie theater in St. Pete, and we had I think Athlete's Foot or Foot Locker, one of those Champs, one of those across from us. And I remember seeing those Kobe's for the first time that looked like robot.
Yeah.
And I should have bought those, man, because I was looking at these things. I'm like, these are horrible. And everyone made fun of them. But imagine walking around with them now. People would love them.
Man. And you would probably be able to sell them, funk, sweat, and all, mold coming off them for a good penny, unfortunately, because of the ghoulish nature of eBay.
Yeah, I would, I don't know, man. I'd wear those. All right, so how about this? Let's do this. So right now, okay, let's start. It doesn't matter where we start. So what we're going to do is we're going to say our team names, and then we're going to pick our coach, and then we'll start going into our team. How's that sound?
I like the way your brain functions.
All right, so what's the name of your team?
All right, I've got 4 team names that I'm working on, and they each come with a slogan. Because we're doing horror, the city is either going to be Saskatoon or the most terrible place on earth for a New Yorker, New Jersey. So we could have the New Jersey Moist Towelettes as a basketball team. Our slogan is "We will wet you," because wet, that's a shot. The Saskatoon Alarming Lesions, because our plays will make you go, "Oh my goodness."
Saskatoon!
You know what That's right. The Jersey Unexpected Assault, because our team, we come out of nowhere.
Oh, I like that.
That's what we do. We could also be From Parts Unknown, Tasteful Nudity, because we serve the narrative, So this is where I'm leaning. I will select one before the podcast is over today, but those are the team names I'm working with. What do you think?
I love it. I mean, I like the unexpected, the New Jersey unexpected violence. Is that what it is? Unexpected
assault, because we come out of nowhere.
I'd wear that jersey.
We come out of nowhere. The UA, the logo is a basketball player just like rah, hands in the air, like things are about to go down.
Remember in the 90s when you used to have the hockey jerseys and the basketball jerseys, football jerseys, where the front of the shirt was being exploded and then the back was like the back of the person exploding through?
Yeah.
That'd be perfect.
Totally. It would be mint. And also the Buffalo Sabres logo was kind of satanic the way it used to look. So that would work.
Oh, I love it.
That would work.
All right, so mine's random, but I'm going to do the Crystal Lake Sharks.
Nice. Of course, shark.
I just like Crystal Lake Sharks. 2 lakes.
Of course. Crystal Lake Shark. Redundancy will kill you, or whatever, right? That's your slogan.
The Crystal Lake Sharks. dun, 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 dun.
Banner Sharks. Lake Sharks. I'm sorry.
One side of the auditorium, Crystal Lake, and then Lake Shark.
That's right. They still do the wave unironically in your stadium.
The Crystal Lake Sharks.
Where the wave is to get you again.
Everyone has fins. Just throwing them up. And then, man, like when the fourth quarter hits, when there's 2 minutes left, dun 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 dun, everyone in the crowd does that.
Right.
Oh,
that would work, man. That would work. I like it.
It's one of the best home squads in the league. So we have the 6th man, we have the 7th man, and the 8th man.
Clearly, the home court advantage is murder.
And my coach, I'm gonna let you know my coach. So it's the Gen 2 shark from the large shark, the mother shark from Deep Blue Sea, the big one.
Of course.
Because this shark, Megan asked me, how is this shark going to communicate with people? And I just said it has a little, like a dry erase board in its tank with yada yada stuff. And so it's drawing up plays. It's drawing up plays during, halftime, when they call breaks and everyone huddles around, everyone takes their seats, and the coach is like, okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to hit the hole. The shark's drawing on the thing. It's in its little tank. It planned a full prison escape. Like, this thing could plan up some plays.
It could also use the remora fish that are attached to it to diagram the plays in the water, So the shark nods his head at the remora